A man with brilliance sleeps in a shared room behind a noisy market. A fool in a suit speaks to a crowd, and the crowd applauds. One is called unlucky. The other, a natural leader. We live in a world that often confuses surface with substance. And perhaps we always have. Years ago, I knew a boy quiet, awkward, but strangely magnetic in his thinking. He read quantum physics for fun, drew models of imaginary cities. He believed that ideas could change the world. But the world didn't believe in him. He failed interviews because he didn't make eye contact. He couldn't afford the right shoes. He lived in a neighborhood with broken streetlights, and resumes don't mention genius born under flickering bulbs. He now drives for a delivery app. Not because he lacked talent, but because talent, without stage, without access, without luck, is like a symphony played into a void. People say, if you're good, you'll make it. But that's only half the story. If you're good and lucky, you might be seen. If not, the world moves on. And then there was the other one. Let's call him David. David was ordinary. He didn't know much, but he knew the right faces. He once told me, probably, I don't need to be smart, I just hire smart people. He failed upward one shiny title after another. People said, he's confident. He takes risks. He's leadership material. But I often wondered, was it leadership? Or just loudness in a room where others were too polite to interrupt? We are often told that success is a result of hard work, that those who have less simply haven't done enough. But this belief, though comforting, is dangerously incomplete. Because when a poor person is intelligent, we say, they're smart, but not lucky. And when a rich person is ignorant, we excuse it with, they have potential. They see the bigger picture. It's a subtle shift of language. But language reveals what we value and what we forgive. History is filled with thinkers and artists who died in obscurity. Van Gogh sold one painting in his lifetime. Franz Kafka died believing he was a failure. Even Socrates was sentenced to death for corrupting youth, only centuries later called a father of philosophy. Meanwhile, kings, emperors, and tycoons made decisions that shaped nations, often without wisdom, and sometimes without soul. This isn't to demonize the wealthy or glorify the poor. It's simply a reminder that the world is not a meritocracy. It is a mosaic of perception, bias, access, and chance. So what does this mean for us, the ones watching, wondering? It means we should be careful with our labels. Be slow to judge brilliance that doesn't wear a suit. Be cautious when power speaks without thought. And perhaps most of all, be kind to the invisible genius, to the janitor who writes poetry, to the street vendor who speaks 5 languages, to the girl in your office who solves problems in silence. Because brilliance is not always loud, and ignorance often wears a smile. The world may continue to reward noise over nuance, presence over depth. But we, as individuals, can choose to see differently, to listen longer, to question the stories we've inherited. After all, not everything that counts can be counted. And not everything that can be counted counts. Albert Einstein. So I leave you with this question. What have we been calling talent? And what have we been calling leadership? And more importantly, what might we be missing?